Wake up, you got to keep Simpson off me back.
Oh, right.
Oh, hey. Oh!
Hello, Alice.
Hi, Harry. Jenkins, what have you done?
I think Alice must have had something in her back pocket. Didn't you, Alice?
Yeah, right.
Sticky situation, isn't it?
Let's have no more trouble, shall we? It's unusual enough seeing you lot in here as it is.
Don't worry, Mrs. Pringle. We'll all be angels.
Jenkins, you'd better go and change.
What do you mean, poison? Maxwell's out there right now selling that stuff.
It's just in the chocolates, in the green ones.
Why the hell did you do that?
I don't like cream to mint.
You're crazy.
It's business. Some people look after their stuff with a trademark. I look after mine with rat poison.
You're going to kill someone and drag me into it with you.
Don't wet yourself. It's only in half a dozen of them, so what if a few of those slags get sick?
Connors will hit the roof.
You're quiet, Judd. I thought the idea might have appealed to you.
No problems, Mr. Willis. You tell me what to do and I do it. No questions asked.
Good. It's a pity more people out there don't have your perspective on life.
They probably would if the money was right.
You won't be too tacky about it, will you?
No problems, Mr. Willis. But it's a damn shame. She's quite a pretty lady.
Well, that's what I mean. Some idiots go too far, and the press have a field day. I don't like people capitalizing on my ideas.
You just leave Mullins to me. And you can forget about that screw Jackson, too. He'll be too busy with her to worry us.
Well, I'm not sitting around all afternoon waiting for you to get your 20 cents worth.
Oh, I reckon about an hour, because it takes me that long to think of stuff.
Maybe you should write it down first, Mel.
Shut up.
5 minutes tops, otherwise nobody uses.
Well, you're doing a lot of talking about it. How about letting the top dog decide? Ready! It doesn't look too good. I hope it wasn't anything to do with you. I can lend you 20 cents if you want to call your lawyer.
Reed, just do something, will you? Reed, somebody get the bloody screws. Well, what's going on? How's Reed?
I've just come from the infirmary.
Well, how is she?
Dangerously ill. She's been poisoned.
You gotta be joking. What with?
Sister can't tell, so we don't know what antidote to give. That's very serious.
She's not gonna die.
It's going to be up to you.
Look, I had nothing to do with it. Reed's me mate.
I know. That's why we need your help. If our other officers start asking questions, the women won't talk.
Oh, jeez, somebody must
Just
have...
find out what it was, Jenkins. You have to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'll get back to you.
I never meant for Rita to cark it. I just look after myself. I know. Turns my stomach. Oh, stop sweating, will you? I'll tell him. I still reckon you should have done something about Rita. Oh, like what? Pump his stomach? I don't know what. But just sitting there doing nothing stinks. Okay, watch this. Hey, Lurch.
I've got business. What do you want?
What's the story on Connors?
It looks bad. She's been poisoned.
You don't say.
Look, what do you know about this?
Look, let's just say I got a hunch.
What is it? Come on, what is it?
I had some contraband stashed.
So what's news?
Some of the chocolates were poisoned.
The ones I got? The ones Rita took?
Could they?
Bitch!
Hey, lay off! I spiked them to teach anyone who pinched them a lesson, and you know you didn't get that stuff from me, right?
It was Maxwell.
Could be she got my stuff, she sold you the chockies, you gave them to Reed. Just a hunch, I could check my stuff at outside rec.
It's not soon enough.
What do you reckon she'll do? I reckon she's going to put Maxwell out of business in more ways than one.
You, where'd you get that stuff you were flogging before?
None of your business.
Where'd you get it? Don't you do that! Shut up!
What's all this? You'll find out, Maxwell.
Was that spider stuff you were flogging, was it? I'm warning you, you lay off her! I'll tear her head off her shoulders if she don't talk. Reed's up there having her guts eaten out by some poison. We didn't do it, honest. Did we, Kath? We didn't do it. If you took spider stock, you did. The chocolates were poisoned.
What are you trying to do? Kill off your customers? Just the light-fingered ones. Better own up, Maxwell.
If they don't find out what that poison was, she might die. Oh, poor Reed. Kath? Did you hijack that stuff, Maxwell?
Look, you've got this all wrong.
Maybe we should tell them.
Quiet! That's good enough for me.
What was in them?
Rat poison. When you're after rats, you lay rat poison. I catch you near any of my stuff, Maxwell, and you lose a hand.
You keep me here till I get back. I gotta see Hall.
You owe me.
Yeah.
Hand over the cash.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kath. It's all right.
You really think so?
But But when do we know she'll be all right?
You just have to wait.
That doc better know what he's doing.
At least now he knows what he's treating.
Was she in much pain?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, can't I see her, please?
No, Jenkins.
Look, I wouldn't disturb her. I just want to have a look at her and make me feel better in myself.
Who did it?
Look, you wanted to know what she took, and I told you. The info stops there.
But how did they get it to her?
I can't say.
Even though there could be another attempt on it.
No way. Look, I know it sounds screwy, but no one was out to get Reed.
Can't expect us to believe that.
Look, honest, Mrs. Reynolds, it was an accident. Will you let us know how she's going?
Yes. And Jenkins, I'm grateful for your cooperation, but if anything like this happens again, it'll mean the loss of all privileges and the end of any reforms.
Yeah, I know.
Make sure everyone else does.
And what else have you lifted, Maxwell? I say we tear their dorm apart. Take a look at what they got. I say we tear them apart.
Don't you say that or I'll tear you up good and proper.
And where do you think that's going to land you, loony? In a padded cell. How do you reckon you go about looking after your thieving mate then, eh?
Oh, Kath, I'm real sorry. I should have shut up.
Don't worry.
That's right. You let us do the worrying because we've got a lot to figure out, like how we're going to pay you back. How do you reckon they would have handled this at Blackmore, Marsh? My memory doesn't go back that far. You're not saying that what you think they're doing's right. It stinks. And I figure they should pay. Wentworth style. Well, I reckon we should put them thieving little hands out of action for good, like we could mangle them real bad.
Don't push it too far, Simpson.
In some countries, they cut off your whole hand. Just for stealing a loaf of bread. But don't worry, Maxwell, when we're finished with you, you'll still be alive to regret what you've done.
Hello? Someone there?
I'm sorry, madam. We don't open for lunch on Sunday. We'll be serving afternoon tea, though.
Mr. Roper?
Yes.
I called this morning about the position as functions manager.
Oh, of course. Miss Fenwick?
Ferguson. Miss Joan Ferguson.
I see. Have you worked in the trade before?
Oh, nothing as intimate as this.
Well, you certainly appear to be capable, if one can go by looks.
Thank you.
How about dealing with the public?
Oh, I've dealt with all types, effectively.
Well, here, you'd be required to greet people, seat them, handle any little dramas that might arise. The whole ambience of the room would depend largely on yourself.
Oh, I'm aware of that. I've dined here.
And you would have seen Joanna in action. She's left to open a place of her own, taking quite a few of my customers. I aim to get them back.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I'll show you around. Oh, don't be put off by our chef. He cooks like an angel, but he's as mad as a hatter. He once chased Joanna right through the room with a meat cleaver on Cup Eve.
Maybe that's why she left.
Well, I suspect it to take a smidgen more than that to faze you.
You're a sharp judge of character, Mr. Roper.
Call me Harold.
Well, what am I supposed to do in the meantime, sweetie? Well, maybe I could have your job. Who is it?
It's Marty.
Hang on. Come in. Because you sure can't handle it. Hello? You bastard.
Friend of yours?
Legal aid.
What's wrong?
My assets have been frozen.
They look all right from here.
My money, all of it.
How come? Hi, Debbie Barrett.
I don't know how come. Lester had cash in 6 different accounts. And the bastards have tracked down every penny. Legal aid reckons there's nothing I can do. So in the meantime, I'm broke. I can't even pay rent.
Well, I admit I've seen better days, but I can still bring home the bacon.
You could get a job.
What do you think I've been trying to do? The minute they find out you're a crim, last time I lied myself into a waitressing job. 9 hours on your feet.
So you had one bad experience.
One in many.
If you're going to put up with being manhandled, you might as well get union rates. Go and see Bella.
No, I'm not turning tricks again.
She's looking for girls.
Look, we'll talk about this later, Deb, okay?
Okay, but it could be your big break.
Oh, I brought your clothes back, thanks.
Just leave them.
Haven't made much headway today, I'm afraid. For Spike, I mean.
Look, Marty, I'm hassled enough as it is. No money, no job, nothing.
You've got to keep trying.
I had enough money to set myself up. Lester saw to it. Now I'm just back to where I started. Except I haven't got Lester. Just leave me alone, all right?
Sure. If I can do anything, just give us a ring.
Sure.
Mr. Roper. I'm sure I'll enjoy working here.
Yes, I wonder. References, do you have any with you?
Oh, no, not with me. I can provide them, of course. I just thought today would be a discussion about job requirements.
I see.
I don't really put much faith in them, do you? I'd prefer to show you what I can do. You said you're open for afternoon tea?
And dinner, yes.
Well, I'll give you a trial run if you like.
Oh.
Thank you.
She could go back to our dorm.
Maybe later.
What's going down? The docs still don't know if she'll pull through. She's lost a lot of blood.
Has she had a transfusion?
Oh, Kath, bleeding heart, Maxwell.
You've got plenty to pay for, both of you. You crossed Reed after she set you up and you stole from Spider.
Now it's payback time.
You've already got your money.
I haven't got my revenge, but neither has Reed.
I'll see her when she pulls out of this.
If she pulls out of it. In the meantime, I reckon you've lost that shot.
Right, and I take it over.
No.
Shut up.
Listen, are we here to sort her out or set you up?
But I got it right. I'm the one that's always done the trading around here, hey? Yeah. And Reed reckons it's between me and Maxwell. Oh, she's stuffed up. She shouldn't have had it in the first place. And look what Reed got for working with her.
You're the one who poisoned the chocolates.
That was for anybody who nicked them. I wasn't going to sell those ones. That proves I was right.
Okay, leave off. It can wait.
No, no, no. Now, do I get the stuff in or don't I, hey? Yeah. I say I'm a natural.
All right, but what about this?
No, first we're going to settle a shop. You're going to go to Reno. And you're going to tell her you want to ditch the shop. And then you're going to tell her that I should take it over. You got that?
Do I have a choice?
Now, to pay you back, I reckon we should...
Yeah, you want to hack their arms off at the shoulders. Can we be realistic?
Well, what do you reckon we should do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What, are you with us or them?
Well, what do you reckon?
Well, they gave Reed a pain in the gut. Maybe we should do the same to them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And as a goodwill gesture to kick off the business, I'll supply the rat poison. Gratis.
Now, let me see. The Chelsea buns are off. The strawberry Danish is on.
And superb.
I'll make sure they know. Oops, here we go. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
For 3?
Yes.
I think we might be able to squeeze you in. This way. Perhaps I could recommend the strawberry Danish too. It's beautiful. Psst.
Oh, bloody spuds. This is crazy. And get them dashed. I'm telling you, fix them good. Yeah, well, I could have fixed them better.
You really think Spider's got more rat poison?
I don't know. She's always bragging she can lay her hands on anything.
They're gonna poison us. They'll put stuff in our food.
Look, whatever you do, don't just gulp it down. That way you'll taste it if there's anything strange in it.
But Reed didn't.
Well, she wasn't expecting it.
Well, what if I think it's that marzipan stuff or ginger or stuff I don't like?
If anything tastes strange, don't swallow it. Pretend to have a coughing fit and get rid of it into a handkerchief. Anything, just don't swallow it.
I can't. I'm too scared.
Don't be. We don't know for sure what they're going to do yet.
Well, that's why I'm scared.
Of course I didn't forget. How could I possibly forget you? Give me 30 minutes and I'll be there. If I'm not, start without me. Bye. How did I manage that? What? Double booked myself. I've got a client coming here, and I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
Cancel one.
It's too late. Anyway, I don't have a contact for Whiskers.
Who?
The guy that's coming here. God, what a strain it is to be the most popular girl in the street. Of course. What an idiot.
What?
You.
Oh, no. Not this girl, no.
Why not?
Look, I just don't want to... I'm not in the mood.
No one will ever know, Lise, please.
You'll be late.
It's only old Whiskers. He's 50-ish, widowed. And if you ask me, his wife probably died of boredom. Sometimes he just sits. Sometimes he sits and talks. And if he really lets himself go, he'll probably want to give you a pedicure. How about it?
All right.
I knew you would.
Yeah, well, you hurry back, okay? And just this once.
Okay.
Whiskers.
I still say it should have been the rent.
Now, shut up. Time to pay your dues.
Oh, spit it out, I will. I don't want to die.
You're in this too, Merle.
I won't do it. They're not cooked.
Get everything satisfactory.
So much so, we're thinking of staying for dinner.
Ah, now that's the sort of decision that really should be made over cocktails.
Excellent. Yes, thank you.
Excuse me. For one,
Yes.
this way, please.
That is my usual table.
Oh, did you book?
I'd hardly make a booking for afternoon tea, but that is my usual table.
I'm sorry, but as you can see, it's occupied.
Oh, well, then I'll wait. They've almost finished.
They're staying on for dinner. I'm sure you'll be quite comfortable here.
Oh, and I'm sure I won't. Where's the young lady who's usually here?
She left.
Pity. Then I'll speak to the manager.
He's unavailable.
Well, that table is too close to the wall for a start. Let me see the cake trolley. Is that all you've got?
I can't. I'll be sick.
Feel free. Make more room for the rest of the bag.
You're eating every last one.
If you close your eyes, it's better you just pretend they're apples.
Cover.
What's going on in here?
Nothing.
Just passing the time.
Doing what? Seeing how many of you can fit into a two-bed dorm?
Yeah, something like that.
Maxwell, you all right? You look very pale.
Oh, I've got stomach cramps.
Oh, no, not you too.
Oh, no, it's nothing like Reet. Is it, Kath?
No, I'll be fine.
Oh, well, perhaps you better go and get some Dexel from Sister Hall. Rest of you, come on, back to the rec room.
Oh, Mrs. Pringle, we were keeping her company.
Yeah, maybe we better keep an eye on her.
Oh, all right, but if you don't improve, you better report to sick bay.
Mrs. Pringle.
Yes?
Has Connor's condition improved at all?
No. No, I'm afraid not.
Keep going, Maxwell. You've got a long way to go.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4 5 potato.
Mrs. Wilson, she is so difficult.
I don't see why you put up with it.
This tea is stone cold.
Especially as you have a choice. I'm sorry?
My tea is cold.
I'll have the waiter get some fresh.
Oh, and no apology.
Madam, you have been sitting there reading and eating for the past 20 minutes and not touched your tea. How do you expect it to be hot?
Because I am accustomed to a certain level of service and will not accept anything less, that's all. Oh, and inform the manager that that rum and walnut cake was dry.
Oh, what a pity you didn't mention that before you wolfed down 3 chunks of it.
I've never been spoken to like that before.
Then I can only assume that you don't get out very often, which is probably a great relief for everyone.
Get the manager.
I cannot do that, Mrs. Wilson, because he, like everyone else, spends his time avoiding you.
Oh, you rude, insolent creature.
You'll what?
Oh, I'll see to it that you are fired.
I'll bet I'm not the first person you've had thrown out of a job.
Oh, indeed you are not.
Well, then, on their behalf, as well as my own, get out.
Please,
What?
please.
Get my bag. Do it. You out.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Wouldn't I?
This is absolute an outrage. Insufferable.
And you, if you wish me to work for you full time, you have my phone number. Bon appetit.
You're starting to understand how Reet felt now, Maxwell?
They still at it.
Oh, get back on knit.
I'm sick of it. Send someone else.
Vicky, you.
I already done it.
I'm going to do it again. Better hurry it up. It's going to be tea time soon.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to miss out on that. Might be spuds.
Pain in the gut.
Me too. In fact, I'm sick to the stomach of this mindless revenge and stupidity. That's it. Get out, all of you. Just get out!
What you done could get you a noose. You think this is something? Well, it's nothing to what we could cook up if Reet don't pull through. Understand that.
Who is it?
Hi there.
Must be you.
You're smart to keep this locked. There's all sorts of bad bastards out there.
Yeah, well, Debbie's not here.
I don't want Debbie. I want you.
There's going to be someone here any minute.
A client? Well, what I have in mind won't take long. You see, Lisa, I have a client too. And he wants to see a job well done. You're a professional, you understand that, don't you? Right. Now, Christine Dutton. What's she got to do with you and this Marty Jackson?
Nothing.
Right. So you and Jackson will stop trailing her?
Sure.
That's nice. And make sure that Jackson hears about me and see to it he lays off.
I will.
Now you can relax. And I can tell my client his worries are over. Looking for a job?
Yeah.
Telephone sales, barmaid. I can see you're heading straight for the top. Still, it's just as well to look around. Because if you cross me, Lisa, I'll do such a job on you. The only guys you'll be turning tricks for will have very, very specialised tastes.
There, finished. Now get out of here, all of you. If it happens again, it'll be something a lot worse than spuds. Got it?
She didn't finish it. Close enough. She's got to finish it.
Oh.
Here, eat. Whatever you say, Maxwell. Now eat the bloody thing.
That's enough. Come on, let's see our Reeves. Come on, Jean.
So, how's it feel, hey, knowing you're out of business for good?
Oh, I gotta go to the loo.
Now on, the business is all mine. I catch you selling a rusty paperclip, I'm going to tell them you flogged it from me.
You made your point.
And you won't be running no book on nothing either, because from now on, no one's going to trust you with anything, let alone their money.
Just go away.
I'm going. But, you remember what Jenkins said? You get in my way and you'll be eating things you wouldn't even want to look at.
Jackson.
Look, will you get over here fast?
Lisa, is that you?
Yeah, just get over here, right?
What's wrong?
Look, I'll tell you when you get here.
What's wrong with you?
I gotta go to the loo.
I'm not stopping you, am I?
I'm real sorry.
Huh?
Honest, I am.
Bit late for that.
I never meant to hurt Reet. Will she be all right?
I don't bloody know, do I? That's what I'm waiting here to find out.
I'm real sorry, Alice.
Boy, we really showed him. Shut up, William. I'm trying to think. Well, I can't help it. Keep remembering the look on Maxwell's face. You didn't think it was so funny before. How do you mean? And kind of scoff those chocolates. We gotta warn her. If she cracks it, we'll get roused on.
Hell, I was only thinking of you. They traced those chocolates back to you. You could have been on a murder charge.
Oh, you was packing it because you thought you'd get caught. You're nothing but a spineless little whip.
Oh, don't talk to me like that. I'm the only one in this whole place stuck by you. You didn't have me, you'd be nothing.
I don't need you. I don't need no one. There's plenty of women that'd be glad to work for me in this place and they wouldn't go to water just 'cause some bitch down a few spiked chocolates.
You're forgetting how much I know about how you work.
You don't know nothing. You wouldn't last 2 minutes in this place without me doing your thinking for you.
Come on, Spide. What are we fighting for? Don't want to break up a winning team.
Yeah, well, you better make up your mind. 'Cause I keep you round, you're going to work on my terms, right?
What terms?
For starters, no more about us being partners. You work for me and that's all it is.
I don't care. You can call it what you like.
I'm calling it what it is. I haven't even decided whether I want you yet. You're going to have to do something to prove yourself.
What do you mean?
Think up your own scam and let's see if you can pull it off without me holding your hand.
Hang on. I've been helping you out for weeks. Now you reckon I've got to pass some sort of test like a bloody school kid?
Take it or leave it.
Right? That's the way you want it. I'll show you just what I can do. And afterwards, maybe I'll tell you just what you can do with your job.
Yeah, right.
Do you think I never...
Simpson, brother's here to see you.
What's he want?
He didn't tell me.
Now, you sure you never saw the guy before?
Of course I'm sure I never saw him before. You think they're going to send around someone I can identify? They're not that stupid.
I didn't mean for this to happen. He didn't actually do anything to hurt you, did he?
Next time he will. And he wasn't bluffing. If you'd have heard the way he
Okay,
talked...
you want to pull out, that's fair enough. But you must have known before you got involved that there'd be people who wouldn't like it. I mean, it was me getting bashed that made you decide to help me in the first place.
I decided to help you in the first place because I felt sorry for you. I thought you were a decent screw trying to help someone you thought was innocent.
So what's changed?
You and Spike.
It isn't me and Spike. I have told you.
I don't care what you've told me. I'm not going to get my face cut open because you're starry-eyed over something.
Oh, thanks. Nice to know my motives are so clear to everyone. I wish they were clear to me.
Why don't you just tell the police what you found out? Or hire a private detective if you want to splash your money round, but knock off asking the questions because you are way out of your depth.
I haven't got the kind of evidence the police want, and I certainly can't afford to hire private investigators. I've got to keep following this myself. There's no alternative.
Spike can understand.
No. I've got her hopes up. I'm not going to let her down just because I'm making some guys nervous.
Look, you're not listening. When these people get nervous, they don't just pop a few tranquilizers.
All right? If they're as smart as you think, they'll know you've stopped helping me and they'll leave you alone. I can look after myself.
No, you can't. You just don't know what you're up against. They'll kill you.
Thanks for all your help.
Marty, don't!
Couldn't have come at a better time. We've had a bit of a set to in here and Maxwell's washed up and I'm back in business.
Yeah? That's good, Spider.
It's bloody fantastic. But it means you're going to have to get moving because I need stuff brought in fast.
Yeah, well, I suppose that should be all right.
You suppose? What's the matter with you?
It's great news, Spider. Honest. But I got something to tell you.
You're not shoving out of town or nothing like that. We're partners, Slick. I can't run this scam without you. You know that.
It's Mum.
Oh, hell. Look, I've told you before not to let the old bag get to you. Just do what I didn't have nothing more to do with her.
I want you to let her come and see you.
Oh, you're joking. I'm not letting that bitch anywhere near me.
I know how you feel, but... See, I just happened to be going through some stuff of hers the other day.
Yeah, find any loose change?
I found some letters.
Didn't know she could write.
They were from some clinic she's been going to.
You mean the old bag's finally seen a shrink, eh? Whoa, a bit late now.
It's serious, Spider. She's dying. She's got lung cancer.
Yeah, so what?
Our mother's dying, and that's all you can say.
Well, it's her own bloody fault. You want to go smoking 40 a day. What does she expect?
The doctor wouldn't tell me nothing till I heavied him a bit. She doesn't want us to know.
She's really going to croak it, eh?
Yeah.
Might be the most useful thing she's ever done. They're going to have to let me out for the funeral, and you can slip me some stuff at the cemetery.
How can you talk like that?
Keep it down, will you?
Look, all I'm asking is that you let her come and see you just once. It's what she wants more than anything.
Yeah, well, she should have thought of that before she done me, eh?
She's still your mother.
Since when?
It's not going to hurt you to see her just once. It'll be your last chance. Only thing is you can't tell her you know.
I'm not going to tell her anything because I'm not going to see her. Now, do you want to talk about something important while we've still got time? I need stuff brought in fast. Are you going to be in on this, or do I have to get myself another outside man?
You ought to go to the toilet. You'd feel better.
I knew I was taking a risk with that stuff, but there was nothing else I could do. Bitch was smarter than I thought, and I walked right into it.
Well, see, it happened to Captain Marvelous once. He lost the baddies, took away his superpowers, but he fought them anyway, and he won, and he got them back.
Mel, I know you're just trying to cheer me up, but really, I'd rather you didn't. I've got to accept the truth. I'm finished. Got nothing left to sell.
You should have me comics. Not the Captain Marvelous ones, though.
Thanks, but I don't think it'd help. Everyone in here detests me.
No, they don't.
Oh, you just go and ask them.
I don't.
Yes. Well, perhaps you should find yourself another friend.
I don't want another friend, Kath. I want you. Kath?
Leave me alone, Mel.
Oh, Kath, it's all right. It's going to be all right. I promise. I'll look after you.
Bloody hell, look at that. This is okay. I just think Sister Hollerite's going to be okay.
Sure?
Yeah, she's still pretty crook, but the antidotes work.
Oh, well.
Keep it down to a dull roar, please, Morrison. Tomorrow she heard. Reed's going to be okay.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Hey, can we go and see her?
Well, it may be a bit soon. We better check with Sister Hall first. Would you everybody come over here, please?
Oh, why are we in trouble again?
Oh, not that I know of. Now, you all know about these new phone rules. Each of you is allowed 5 20-cent coins per week. Now, I'll give them to you. Ready? Just a moment. Marsh. Jenkins.
Right.
What stuff did you get? From Slick. What did he bring you in?
He didn't bring nothing in.
Well, what's the matter with him? We can't run a business without fresh stock.
Give it a rest, will you? He'll bring it in next time. He had other things on his mind.
Not in trouble, is he?
Nah, me mum's got a dose of cancer, and he reckons it's worth getting upset about.
It'd be a bit funny if he didn't. People can die of cancer, you know.
Yeah, well, she's gonna. I just wish she'd hurry up and do it. Just when things were starting to go terrific for me, she's got to pull a stunt like that.
Stunt? Is that what you call your mother?
Trying to get attention, that's all.
Geez, you're a heartless bitch. Most normal people love their
Your
mothers.
mother dumped you when you were a kid. Couldn't care if you live or die.
Well, no, but I...
Then don't go telling me how to feel, because you don't know nothing.
I know you care more than you're saying. Why don't you just let it out?
And I don't need any Dorothy Dix crap from you either, so just drop it, all right?
Well, maybe they'll let you out to see her.
I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her in here, and I don't want to see her out there, and I don't want to hear another word about it, okay? What she does has got nothing to do with me.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get some peace and
Well, before you go, I've got an idea. Oh, look, I'm going to line up a scam with the men, right?
Well, who bloody Ray? You know, I'll believe it when I see it.
You don't have to take it out on me. Just because you're upset about your mother, you want to pretend like you're
Shut
not...
up about my mother, will ya? I'm sorry I even mentioned it.
Hello? Lisa? Yeah. G'day, it's Spike. I just wondered if you were getting anywhere. Hasn't Marty talked to you? No, he hasn't come on duty yet. Why? What's happened?
Oh, geez, don't take all day, Spike. I've got to talk to me sister and me little nieces.
Yeah, well, it's not good news. We've been warned off.
How do you mean?
Well, there was this guy around here a minute ago. Pulled a knife on me. Said that if we didn't stop asking questions, he'd cut me up real bad, maybe even kill me. And he meant it, Spike. He scared the hell out of me.
Bastards.
Oh, geez, come on,
Spike.
Well, you can't go on with it, that's for sure. Thanks for trying anyway. Yeah, well, the trouble is, Marty, I tried to tell him that these guys don't mug around, but he just doesn't listen. Well, maybe there's still a chance there. Oh, come on, Spike. You know what they're like. You've got to tell him to butt out. At least he's my only hope. Look, he doesn't know what he's up against. You want him killed? Of course not, but... Yeah, well, there's no buts about it. What if anything happened to him? How would you feel, and you knowing that you were responsible? You're right. I don't want to see him getting hurt. I'll tell him to stop. Look, it's not fair. How am I supposed to prove I'm innocent if I can't get anyone to ask some questions for me? Yeah, well, maybe in a year or two, when things are cooled off, we could start again.
Oh, come on, Spike. The phone will be worn out by the time we get to it.
All right. I've got to go. Look, I'll fix it with Marty. Thanks for doing what you did. Yeah, that's okay. Do you look after yourself, all right?
Oh, about bloody time. Oh, geez, now I've lost a little bit of paper with the numbers.
Seamus put the fear of God into her. She won't have guessed where he sprung from.
Did you pass the word to Jackson?
Yeah. I hung around outside till I saw him arrive.
Good. Let's hope that's the end of it.
Don't think so.
Why?
Well, when he came out, I trailed him. He headed straight down to that pub they all hang out in. Saw him talk to some of Chrissy's old mates from the uni.
Did you find out anything?
Don't think so. A few clues, maybe, but nothing that'll help him.
He's getting closer all the time, though. Stupid little bastard's got to be stopped.
Leave him to me.
No. Better be a bit subtle on this one.
I can make it look like an accident. No worries.
I don't want to spoil your fun, Judd, but there's a safer way.
What's that?
Find out who are the really tough cases in Wentworth. The ones who won't think twice about killing a screw if the price is right. If young Jackson comes to a sticky end while he's on the job, well, that's an occupational hazard. No way in the world anyone can hold us responsible, is there?
Didn't know you knew how to read.
Oh, rack off, will you?
Figured out new ways to rip us off, eh?
Yeah.
Right, Grosvenor, collect the books you want and don't take all day.
Thanks, miss.
All right, Jenkins, get on with what you were doing.
Oh, but Mrs. P might take the ones I need. Gina wanted this one.
You should have thought of that while you had the chance instead of talking to Simpson here.
Oh, I was just looking. I haven't really decided yet. Let Alice get out the one she wants first.
All right, well, hurry it up then.
This one's for Gina. Spike wanted me to get her an Agatha Christie.
Oh, I seen one of those over here somewhere. Now, where was it? Did you get the note?
Yeah, thanks. Do you like books?
Oh, not me so much. My old mum's mad about it. Oh, here it is. Gives me something to talk to her about on visiting days.
Oh, yeah.
Your mum come to see you?
No. Mum's dead. Her and me brother was murdered.
Oh, hell, sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I've got a sister, but I was talking to her a while ago on the phone.
Oh, it's good. Everyone needs someone.
Looks like a couple of jobs for you here. Unpaid accounts to chase up.
You know me, Ron. I like to keep busy.
You found out what I wanted?
Yeah. Talked to a Sheila I know, just come out of Wentworth. She gave me 3 names. None of them the full quid. That first one, Rita Connors. She's a bikie. Real heavy bitch. Top dog in H Block. She's the one who started that little brawl in Blackmore.
Ah, well, it could be a bet. Who's this Spider Simpson?
Sneaky. Cunning as a one-eyed rat. Probably wouldn't do it herself, but for a fee, she'd set it up for you.
No, don't like middlemen.
Well, then there's Maxwell. She's a money freak. For a while there, she had the rackets cornered. But the real up-to-the-minute info is Simpson and Connors pulled the skids on her. The word I got is she'd come at anything if there was a buck in it.
Sounds good. She got the guts for it?
She was top dog for a fair while. It wasn't from being Miss Popularity. She had a lot of them, good and scared.
That's so. Well, it looks like she might be our girl. I think I'll take a run over there and introduce myself.
Kath?
I don't want to talk, Mel.
But I don't like it when you just lie there and look at the roof. It's scary. Maybe Sister Hall can give me something for your tummy. I'll be back in a sec.
Watch it.
Sorry.
How many trips does this make?
I'm not going to Lou. I'm getting something for Kath.
Gonna lie there all day, are you? Might as well, I suppose. Got nothing else to do. Well, it's not like me and Spy. We've been real busy. I already got set up a nice little deal with some of the men.
Oh, give it a rest, McPherson. You could have set a table.
Yeah, well, that's how much you know. You'd eat your heart out if you knew some of the stuff I was bringing in through the security gate. Bigger than anything you ever pulled off.
Well, if you're as loyal to Simpson as you were to me, she's in big trouble.
Loyal to you? That's a laugh. All your big talk. Look where you end up. I like being on the winning team, Maxwell, and that's sure as hell not you. Well, leave it to it. Me and Spy got big plans to make. See you around.
Well, I think that's the one she wanted. The case of the cross-eyed koala.
Are you sure she hasn't read it? She might like the case of the three-toed sloth.
What's a sloth?
I've done it. What? Stitched up a deal to buy booze from the men.
Yeah, I can imagine the sort of sludge I'd sell you.
No, I told them it had to be top-grade stuff. Well, forget it.
Yeah, well, look at them too.
You want to make yourself useful, think of a way to torpedo Jenkins. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I was setting up the booze deal. One of the blokes told me something about Grove. Oh, like what?
You sure?
Yeah, that's what they said.
I've got to go now. See if I can line up a visit with Reed.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Grosvenor, what's it worth?
What?
Not telling Lover Girl what you're in for.
What would you know about it?
You're in for rape and murder. Doesn't go down well with the women, you know.
Simpson, Grosvenor, no talking.
Better think about it, eh?
Lisa told you what happened? Pretty obvious what it means, don't you think?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You did your best.
Hey, hang on. As far as I'm concerned, it just means we're getting close. Now, it may be too dangerous for Lisa, but I put too much into this to pull out now.
Well, I reckon Lisa's right. The best thing's just to forget it.
Not until we find Christine.
What makes you think you'll live that long?
Hey, come on. I thought we were meant to be on the same side.
Not anymore. You stuffed it. You went barging in like a bloody bull at a gate.
Yes, but if I can prove you're innocent,
No
then...
chance. You'll get us both killed. The last thing I need is some jerky amateur on my side, so do us both a favour and just butt out.
I appreciate your concern, Spike, but you needn't worry. I can look after myself. Now, I'll let you know if I make any more progress, okay?
Dumb bastard.
Whatever you have to say, get it over with and go. I'm not in the mood to talk about divorce.
Just as well, since I don't represent your husband.
What?
That was a cover to get you to see me. Now, 2 points. I don't have any police record to speak of, and I have enough connections with a legit law firm to see me out of here if you blow the whistle, but frankly, I don't think you will. You see, I have a proposition I think you'll find very interesting and profitable.
What makes you think I'm in the market for propositions?
From what I hear, you're in the market for anything that'll get you back on top, and 20 grand will go a long way to doing that.
Look, whoever you are, you've picked the wrong time to come in here making jokes.
I don't make jokes, ever. As for who I am, well, let's say I'm an influential businessman. And I could certainly set up a mutually agreeable way of paying you if you perform a small task, I'm asking.
I see. Well, I might be interested. Just what exactly is it you want done?
Do you know a screw called Marty Jackson?
Yes.
And a prisoner, Spike Marsh?
Yes.
Good. Then my proposition shouldn't cause you any trouble. I want Jackson killed.
What?
And I want it to look as if Marsh is the killer. Can you arrange that for me? For 20 grand? Or am I talking to the wrong person?
Well, this is about as exciting as the porridge we had for breakfast. Come on, let's go.
Shut up, will you? I'm waiting on an answer.
Well, I don't like it. Gives me the creeps being in the same room with a rapist.
Oh, what's the matter, Vicky? Not scared, are we?
No, I just don't like it, that's all. Look, Rita's on the mend. If she finds
She's
out...
not going to find out unless some big mouth tells her.
Well, don't look at me that way. I'm not going to tell her.
Then there's no problem, is there?
Yeah, but what if something happens?
What if turn up, will you?
All right, I'll pay.
I thought you would.
But if Alice finds out about my record, I'll make sure you pay.
Don't threaten me, pal. As long as I get paid, she ain't going to find out. Meet me at the security gate in half an hour. Sorry. Can't, Vicky's nothing very interested in here.
What's Jackson done to deserve such special treatment?
That's my business. Well, what's it to be?
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
I must have been misinformed. Anyone that can kill a kid shouldn't have any qualms over hitting a screw.
You have been misinformed, and there's no way you could possibly understand. What you're asking is completely different.
Whatever you say. I can always find someone else to do it at half the price.
There are plenty who'd jump at it, but none who could do it properly.
Oh, I'm sure I could find someone capable.
They wouldn't be locked away in here if they were capable. This is a job that requires careful planning. Setting up the first part's easy, but pinning the blame on just one person, that's almost impossible.
I thought you weren't interested.
Not in that way. Marsh is a junkie. What do you think would happen if Marty Jackson was found supplying her habit? I'd say he'd be sacked and jailed, wouldn't you? And of course, Marsh would be up for an extra sentence, so that's both parties out of your way.
Not just a pretty face, are you?
I'm the only person in here who could do the job you want without any risk to you.
I'm not in the habit of taking risks. That's what the money's for.
Any other possibilities would crack under pressure. I can guarantee you no one would trace it back to you.
Okay, it's a deal.
Not yet, it's not. I want 50,000.
You've got to be joking.
And I want passports and overseas tickets for 2. The balance of the money to be paid in traveller's checks.
And you can take a flying leap to the moon.
Well, if you want the job done properly, that's the deal.
Nice try, but 20's the limit. If you find your feet back on the ground by lunch tomorrow, you can contact me at that number. Otherwise, I'll make other arrangements.
You know where to find me if you change your mind.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing